What about now? Where did you guys?
Hello? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good.
What? Oh.
Bad boys.
Circle
What
him,
you
boys.
gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh!
I looked away. Saw yo, and then I looked away. Still going. Don't worry. There you go. I was meant to do that. This person.
This is it now, Freebird. Are we going to get through? I'm going to push you in. No! That was in my eyeball! No! No!
Do you want to watch me jump in some lava?
Oh yeah.
I'm jumping in.
Yeah. See you next time.
Oh, it's actually really hot. My skin's burning.
Oh, there's a...
We're kind of stuck too. We need a key though.
Oh,
Do you use this?
Give me the key. Oh no! You killed him, man! You.
By the way, in this sort of, it's tradition in this village, every sort of hour or so, we execute the weakest link of the community.
That sounds good.
So I just wondering at this. Hang on.
I want to have a hamburger with some large fries, yeah, and a milkshake strawberry. Can you deliver that? Thank you.
Can I get 17
What?
cheeseburgers, please?
Nice.
We kinda need to-
Whoa!
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 Oh, we've ordered!
Yes,
I said 17 burgers, not 700 burgers.
Use some caution.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Zero caution.
Zero caution.
What did I miss?
I should have used caution. And we are live. Welcome in, Hoot. First in, new game. Yes, it is a playtest of an upcoming game that comes out later in the year that I have been invited to play. Prior, welcome in as well. How are you guys doing? It is a late start for me. Two reasons. Well, one reason. I had a lot to do today. So I got home from work. I had to do a bit more progression with my remortgage application stuff. Paperwork and filling out forms, and the form kept erroring and I had to start again like 3 times. But yeah, got that done. And then I had to tidy the whole house because we are looking after my sister-in-law's dogs from tomorrow for the weekend. And it's 3 pugs, and they are a handful. They like to pick up random stuff off the floor. They like to chew on stuff. They'll eat anything. So I've got to make sure that the whole house is pug proof. So I was doing that. And I wasn't going to stream. But then I remembered I had this playtest. And when I looked, it was half an hour to an hour's length playtime. So I thought, you know what? I'll do a late night stream for an hour. And when I finish the game, I'll go to bed. So, because normally this kind of game, I wouldn't get a chance to play it because I'd be like, well, if I'm doing a 6-hour stream, I can't just play a game for an hour and then what do I do after that? Find another game I can play for an hour. But Lanky, welcome in. Yes, 5 weeks, mate. 5 weeks. And then we'll be sitting on the beach in Blackpool. I mean, I don't know how much you know, but Blackpool might be part of it, but it's probably not. But yes, got a puppy proof. I know they're not even puppies either. They're all, like, one of them is like ancient and refuses to jump on the sofa, even though she can. So we have to build her some steps to get up. If my sister-in-law doesn't bring the actual, what would it be called? the ramp for her to walk up onto the sofa. We have to put a big cushion and a little cushion so that she's got steps to get up. If there's food, she'll jump up, but otherwise she won't. And then one of them is so obsessed with food, if you've got food, she will try and get it out of your hand. Although she knows that I don't take any of her shit, so she basically just, she listens to me, but she doesn't listen to anybody else. But Luna loves having them, but they're just they like to be center of attention, and she gets left out. You know, like if we're giving them attention, she has to sit on the other side of the room looking miserable. Obviously, Maddie's ringing me because she knows that I'm busy, so she always rings me. Amy Edwards, welcome in. Let me just see what she wants. One sec. There we go. Sorry. She just was saying good night. She waits till I go online before she rings me or messages me normally. But yes, this is a chill, cozy game. I thought half an hour to an hour's worth of gameplay. I thought I'd chat for 5 minutes, and then I'd start it, see where we get to, and as soon as we finish, I can get to bed. So, yeah, how's everyone's day been? We're more than halfway through the week. So I'm looking forward to just chilling this weekend. Let me do this. Okay, so here we go. This is the welcome to the Reshine play test. So it's a play test that I have been invited to play. So it says, thanks a lot for tuning into the playtest of Reshine. As you play, please keep in mind that Reshine is meant to be a satisfying, minimalistic experience. No management, no heavy progression, just pure, relaxing, cozy gameplay. Please don't hesitate to share your thoughts about the game using the feedback form. It helps us immensely. If you like what you see, please consider wishlisting Shine on Steam. And it also says, important note, no AI was used in the creation of any element of Reshine. This game is handcrafted by humans for fellow humans. So that's quite important, I think, in this day and age of people releasing new games and having a lot of AI voices and AI features in it, AI artwork. So I think that's quite important. Crumpet, welcome in. How is everybody? I was going to message you actually, Crumpet, and say, do you do much DayZ? Because what I want to do is, I want to start doing what a lot of the streamers do and do team ups. So I already do stuff with Wind, or I've started doing stuff with Wind, and I do stuff with Dank, and I'll be doing some stuff with Schoolboy when he finally gets back fully on his internet. He says he's only doing 1 day a week at the moment, and from his dad's work in the day, so that doesn't really work for me. But I want to do some more team ups with just different people, whether it's just with one person or whether it's with groups. So, and I nearly went on Discord and made like a big group message where I invited everybody who I thought might be interested, with the intention of saying, hey everyone, there's this new game that's just come out. It's called this. It's up to 4 players. Is anyone interested in playing it? And then it would be kind of quite a good place where people can say, oh, actually, yeah, I'm interested in that. And we can get a team of 4 together. Rather than me posting on my Discord and nobody seeing it, and then having to copy and paste it into multiple Discords and hoping that people are going on Discord and nothing gets posted after it and push it out the way, and all that sort of stuff. I just wasn't the only reason I didn't do it is because I know that some people don't like the group messages. It's almost a bit intrusive and a bit like, I don't want to be in that. I'm already in enough messages. I don't want to be in another message. But all I thought is it's almost like I don't want to say content creation message, but you get what I mean. Like a team ups. Must be on Xbox. We play PC too. If you've got a PC, what draws you to Xbox? Just out of interest, because obviously you should be able to get all the games on Xbox, but is it because you've already owned the games on Xbox and you'd have to buy them again on PC? Just out of interest, because when I switched to PC back in like 2020, I've not switched my PlayStation on since. Oh, my camera's not on the portrait side. That's weird. Not that anyone who wants to see this, but I'll do it anyway. There we go. You think any community stuff sounds good? What do you think about a group message though? Because I was going to do like me, you, Wind, Hound, Dank, basically anybody who plays games and maybe creates content or streams, or I know that you've streamed a couple of times and stuff. Like, I don't know. I didn't want to do it and people to be like, oh, what's this all about? I'm not interested in this. Why is that guy adding me to a group message, and then like people not commenting and then they leave, you know what I mean? So I didn't do it. I thought about it. I looked at Discord for like 20 minutes and then I didn't do it. Like friends are Xbox, but also have issues with your leg. PC is laptop. Oh yeah. Xbox you can scroll on your bed. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. The only other way you could do it is one of those trays. You can't see me on the landscape side, but like a tray that you lie in bed and you sit the tray on your lap, or like with legs either side of you. But I mean, that's some other things to buy. Gingy, welcome in. How are you doing, mate? There we go. There's another person who I need to do a team up with. I just don't seem to have time to plan it. But me and Ginchi's come back to DayZ. We met on DayZ randomly. I'll tell you the story very quickly because it's quite a fun story. It was on Bitterroot. I spawned in after I got killed, and I was in a spawn town. I bumped into somebody, and it was Ginchi, and I said hello to him, and he was like, "Oh, do you want to come and help me?" Me and my friends were getting attacked by this geared guy, and there was a whole backstory. There was like almost like a religious cult that they were in, that they'd created, because that's what DayZ is like, isn't it? And he was like, "Oh, do you want to come and help me attack and kill this geared guy who's been bullying, like attacking me and my mates?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." So we ran across the entire map, literally from one side to the other, just chatting all the way there. And then we got to the location. His friends weren't there, so maybe they died and they were somewhere else. And so we thought, that's a shame, we've missed it. And then, in the big kind of red and white candy cane tower thing, there was a guy coming down the ladder, and it turned out to be the guy. And Jinchi shot him, killed him, and we took all his loot. And then we were like, celebrating because we killed him. And then we ended the run by climbing to the tower. I think we threw a grenade off, and then we jumped off and landed like next to the grenade, basically. It was a really fun, like, little mini story, mini quest. But then I don't think we played since. Been on Schedule 1. Yeah, I saw you're on Schedule 1. I've got Schedule 1. I've played it a few times, but I've not been back to it for ages. You have one of those, it helps you use for mecha. Ah, okay, nice. PvP games. Well, so I'm not really big into PvP. I like the conversation, I like the story, I like meeting people, I like having a quest. So I don't mind PvE. One thing I was considering, and I know a lot of people wouldn't like it, and I know I wouldn't like it, is the it's Bloodshot's server, Barbarija. They've just moved from Namalsk, because I don't really like Namalsk. They've just moved from Namalsk to Livonia. And it's one of those hardcore ones where the zombies throw stuff at you and bash down the doors, and you need skills to be able to light fires and stuff like that. So I was considering playing that, but then I thought, I wonder if that'd be fun for like a team up on, but don't know. I feel like that's a schoolboy thing. Harvester of Sorrow, yeah. I remember the story of when he changed to that, because he was always Pariah, but I think he was Pariah underscore and then a bunch of numbers. And I think we were like, oh, Pariah, you know, you can go into your YouTube and you can give yourself a new name. You just edit the name. So you can take the numbers off, so you can just be Pariah, or you can be Pariah something, whatever. And then he disappeared, and he came back, and it was Harvester of Sorrow, and we were like, what? Where did that come from? He's like, I don't know, I liked it. But everyone still calls him Pariah. No one calls him Harvester of Sorrow or Harvester. He always has been Pariah, and he always will be Pariah, despite not having that as a name anymore. Hey Mac, welcome in. Yeah, this is a bit of a not a last minute thing. I was planning to do it, but then I need to finish tidying the house. I needed to do all my paperwork for the remortgage stuff. I needed to take the dog for a walk because I knew that if I waited till after this, it might be like 1 a.m. So then it'll be too late to take her out. So I had to take her out, and then I had to make a thumbnail and I had to set up and stuff. But we're live now, and it's not going to be a long stream. It might only be an hour, but I want to play this Reshine. So I'm just going to jump into it. So this is basically like a super relaxing, cozy, chill version of Powerwash Simulator. Did you see the post? Join us community games Friday. I didn't see it. Who's that on? Is that on Popskiz? Is that on Wins? Wait, congratulations on your promotion, Crumpet. Apparently. I don't know what that is, but congratulations. I got a promotion as well at work. And what's really annoying is it's a bit of a half promotion. It was basically a job title change. So they basically said they want me to train somebody up to be an assistant to me. So they're giving me a bit more money and a job title change. But frustratingly, because of Donald Trump and the stuff going on in the Middle East, my mortgage is now costing me the same amount more that I got my pay rise. So that extra chunk of money that I was going to save, put in the bank and save, I'm now going to have to spend it on a mortgage instead. You know, you win some, you lose some, and literally you win some, you lose some. That's exactly what that is. But no, I didn't see Community Games Friday. It's in Win, so Win does a separate section, doesn't he, for community events. Among Us, Chameleon. I probably won't do Among Us because I never really got into that when it was first round, but I might do Chameleon. But I don't know what date I'm streaming this week. I'm not streaming tomorrow because we've got the dogs over. And then I was thinking about Friday and Sunday, but I need to decide. Win made me Discord moderate. Ah, okay, fine. How does that affect your mortgage? So it affects the mortgage because it puts the Bank of Interest's, the Bank of England's interest rate. It's gone back up. It's going back up, or it has gone back up. If you look at the interest rate, when we got it 5 years ago, it was like 0.5% plus the bank's cost. So I think our interest rate was 1.4 something, and then it's flown up during the the whole energy crisis, cost of living crisis. It went up, and then it's coming back down again. But then the Middle East stuff, instead of it coming down again later on this year, they think it's going to go back up again. So yeah. I didn't like the look of Among Us when we played it. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, I used to play it back in like 2020, 2021 when I first started streaming. We had like a group of about 8 of us who always played it every week for a few months. I just wasn't very good at it, and I feel like I've done my Among Us now, and I'm going to do something else. But I would do some Mecha. Wicked, welcome in. And Schoolboy, welcome in. I just saw a message come through to our group chat. Do you know what's funny? You're saying about we should plan a run-in together. I just was talking about that. I was saying about how I want to arrange some team-ups with people, even if it's like, you know how me, Dank, and Mac and Banana Man played Wreckfest? Something like that. You know, it doesn't have to be DayZ, but it could be, you know, the DayZ Dinos, or it could be a PvE server, or it could be because Win wants to do PvE on DayZ. But I was saying we should plan something in, but I want to plan something with a selection of different people, whether it's a group thing or just me and somebody else. But I was saying about that I'm looking forward to you coming back, but it might be another few weeks because it needs to be when you're able to get on, which I don't know how often that is at the moment. But yes, we definitely need to. There's actually a lot of, so there's a new thing. There's a new genre of games that people have created called friend slop. So, you know, like, I guess Mecha Chameleon could be classed as that, but you know, there's games like Peak and RV There Yet. There's loads of that kind of games coming out where you're basically you and your mates doing something stupid. One of them, the new one that's coming out is the one, it's called like Dear Passengers, and you've got one person flies a plane and one person is like a cabin crew handing out drinks and making sure people have got the seatbelts done, and it's like comedy basically. And they've classed it as friend slop, which I really hate because it comes from the AI slop. But we need to play as many of those as possible because they're just silly fun. Like burgling gnomes, I guess, would class as friend slop. You do PvP zones at stretch. Yeah. The only thing about the PvP zones is the PvE parts are boring. And a lot of those PvE with PvP zone servers are chatty people who are fully geared with a vehicle. They drive to a spot, they loot up, they drive back, put it in the base. They drive to another spot, they loot up, drive back, put it in the base. And so then when you join the server, there's no loot. And unless you find a nice person who throws you some armor or a gun, you basically just go in looking around for loot, and it's empty because when we're on that dino one, a drop kept coming in, and you go, oh, I'm going to run towards the drop. And then a car would fly past you, and then about 5 minutes later, the same car would fly back past you because he had driven straight into the airdrop, killed the stuff with like a really massive weapon, got the loot, and driven off to go and put it in his base, and then you couldn't get it. So yeah, I'm not good enough to do the PvP stuff, but I wouldn't mind the one that Wind was playing. I don't really like the AI necessarily, but he was playing one where there was a lot of AI stuff. So you had missions, you had to go and kill these certain AIs, and you had to do this, that, and the other. But yeah, that's why. So Schoolboy, I was talking about how Barbaregia have just switched the server now to a new one, to a Livonia one, and I was considering playing that. I was actually considering playing that tonight, but I'm a bit scared about it. But I know that you are one of the experts. But I'm a bit scared of it. But party games, yeah. What used to be called party games is now called friend slop. Discuss it in Discord one day a week right now, but might be able to do 2 times. That's good. Mario Party will be called Mario Slop. Yeah, just add slop after anything, and it becomes fun. Sit and wait. Yeah. Practice the PvP. I don't mind the servers where it's like half full, and so you're not going to bump into people constantly, but you're on like the edge all the time. Like, can I loot this town without getting killed? Can I loot this town without somebody popping out? So you're not like run dead. Whereas you might be like, oh, I've looted that town. I'm going to move to this town. Is there anyone there? Oh, there's a dead zombie. What's going to happen? You know, like I feel like that's the ideal for me. That's what I used to do a lot of when I played DayZ back in the day. When I used to make shorts on it, I only ever played it on my own because I didn't really know anybody who played it. And I'd go into a mid full server and just hopefully try to survive. Most of the time I just end up dying and then you start again. But my favorite bit on DayZ is when you start out. When you first start out, you're like, I need some gloves, and so you're hunting for something so simple. I need a backpack, I need some gloves. I could do with something, you know, a warmer jacket. and you just look at, and he really needs some 22s for this pistol so I can kill the Zeds. That's my favorite bit. So when you're relatively good and then you die, it's not the end of the world really. I don't mind that so much. Better than me in PvP though. I've seen you break a leg. Yeah, I did break quite a few legs, but to be fair, they didn't know I was shooting at them. I did it secretly with a silenced, what was I using? A DMR, a silenced DMR. And then yes, I knocked 2 people in the Livonia Tower. I think it was Crumpet and somebody else. But I didn't mean to. I meant to just pop shots in their direction. And I wanted to fire it like above their heads. But the first shot knocked somebody on con. I think it was Crumpet. Or maybe it was somebody else, but Crumpet was like AFK or something. And then I shot the next person and knocked them down. But I didn't kill them, so there is that. It's so windy. Connection is bad if you disappear. Right, the wind affects your connection. That's frustrating, isn't it? Where I live, it gets quite windy because I'm not on a hill, so it gets really windy. That's a good point. If you've seen my my treasure hunt video, you'll know that Schoolboy is the leg breaker, hiding bear traps and breaking legs. Old school grind. Yeah, I'd like that kind of server. Your Wi-Fi's dying. Yeah, is it a storm or is it just wind? Like modded for jumping in and playing sometimes. Like one Wind and I doing tomorrow. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't mind modded. The thing I don't like is when you get super chads, you know, where they've got like level 5 armor and they've got those black cloaks and they fly about in a helicopter and they just fly to a location, pick up all the loot and then fly back. Those sort of servers are just really boring because you've got super chads and then there's you who's like fresh. Unless you want to play on it like 9 hours a day every day for the next 6 months, you're not going to be as good as them, you know. You were desynced, you came back on the floor. At least you weren't dead. At least you weren't dead. Yeah, hopefully the storm bypasses you, Wicked. You're off to bed, Schoolboy? Yeah, no worries. I mean, I'm only going to be on for an hour, play through this play test, and then it'll be bedtime for me. But I don't know I'm not sure what my plan is this weekend, games wise. I need to have a day with the wife because I did a 14-hour day on stream last Saturday. With Jurassic Isle and then Wreckfest and then Mecha Chameleon. And so that meant the next day I was shattered. So my Saturday, I spent the entire day on stream. And then the Sunday, I was exhausted. So my wife she wasn't pissed off, but she was a bit like, you know, you were doing that all day, blah, blah, blah. So, but yes, good night, Schoolboy, good night. Sleep well. And I will catch you probably on Freshborn stream tomorrow, I assume, unless you're busy. 4 kids on Adderall, usually with aimbot and a modded keyboard. Could be the admins. Yeah, I mean, if I had my own server and it was quite busy, I'd probably be on it all the time as well. And then if you're on it all the time, what else you do other than loot? Can't be the only one that reads school. Oh, I read Schoolboy's comments. In my head, I read it. Much love, everybody! There you go. That's what I imagine he said. I do that quite a lot with people's comments. When I read people's comments, sometimes I do think like that. David, welcome in. David was in the stream yesterday, right? It was BeamNG. But tonight, I'm just doing a little cozy game. I've not actually started yet. I can't help but... I've been in the room, in my studio at work, on my own, all day. Someone popped in to ask me a question for 2 minutes. On my own all day. And then I've come home to an empty house when my wife's away. So all these words are all ones that's built up during the day. And then now it's just verbal diarrhea to get it all out. So this guy's dark, we're just windy and cold. Do you know what? It actually was cool in the UK today after probably about a month of really hot weather. It's been relatively cool today. I actually felt a few spots of rain. We might get a little bit of rain, but it still says it's going to be mid-20s Celsius this week. Yeah, everything I read from Schoolboy, I hear him saying it. You know, server I invited to last week. The admins. Oh, in a fight with them up north, East Deer Isle, the scuba diving place shot one in the head with a BK-18. Finished with FAMAS, 7 bullets in it, and then out of nowhere, 2 dudes' feet right outside. Run upstairs, jump to another building, back and forth taking shots. I go camping in an office. He teleports to the roof door next to me. Yeah. Some of them servers, it's just not worth it. That's why I much prefer a Vanilla Plus server where it's modded, tastefully modded, and you're exploring it. You're trying to find the secrets. You're trying to find the loot. You might take a few pot shots at people, but it's not all about heavy PvP. I'm much more of a survival person. I don't really like sweat. So, 16 degrees Celsius. Oh, that's quite chilly, actually. Colder than I thought it would be. It was just like 36 last week, and now it's 16. Wow. Is there supposed to be a heat wave in Spain this week? 47 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. 47 Celsius in Fahrenheit. 116.6. Supposed to be in Spain this week. But it's quite cool in the UK. Taste of the Modding, nice map additions, no confusing quests or other side. Yeah, that's why I like Bitterroot so much, because it was really well made. They had new weapons and new interesting things to find. The map, until they extended it and added the final section, I thought the map was perfect apart from that top corner. They added that top corner, and I actually played when it launched for that playtest. And I worked my way up and round to that bit, and I got to that bit and I was like, I don't really know why this is here. It seems like it's a waste. It wasn't super high level. Like gear. It wasn't like it was a Chad fest. It was just another town, and I was like, oh, it's a bit of a shame. I think I liked it when it was a little bit smaller. 47 is crazy, yeah. 35 is too hot for me. That was when we met on, yes, exactly. The spawns are annoying because of the giant mountain in the middle, and you've got to go round the mountain left or right. You can't go up and over. Is this game, it sounds polishing? Yeah, sorry, I should have started it like 15 minutes ago. It's basically Powerwash Simulator, but you know those, if you've ever seen those YouTube videos where someone's got something old and it's rusted and it's worn, and they unscrew the parts, they take it apart, they polish it up, they clean it up, they paint it, they put it back together. It's basically like that. So let me just stop the music because I think this is going to clash. But here we go. So it's the playtest. So it's not a demo, it's a playtest. So there's only 3 items that you can choose from to clean up. I'm just going to go through these. What's customized? Oh, look, a cat. Ooh, so you can change the ambience. So currently it's this like nighttime, I assume rain. You can have an early morning, a mid-morning, you can have a sun setting, or you can have a fully nighttime. Probably start with that. I quite like the rain. Oh, I can customize the cat, look. Oh, the cat's got scratches on his nose. Is there another cat? Because otherwise he's done it himself. I like that one, but I'm probably going to pick this one because I had a cat a few years back, and this is what she looked like. She was called Eva. She was a what's it called? They call it Blue, don't they? I can't remember what Blue, but straight up death to my lungs. I have 50 in Gran Canaria. Wow. Said it was the hottest. Oh, said it was the hot. Oh, this music's copyright free. There's been memory. The tiles took skin. Yeah, oh yeah. I've done it where you walk on a beach before. Oh, we've got to go red, right? Oh, red doesn't feel nice. I think I'm going to do that. Let me check. I hope the music's copyright free because it's really fun. Might as well cap that. Doesn't have DLSS. I don't really know what that's all about. Okay, right, music. Doesn't say anything about streamer mode, but I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm only going to be on for an hour, so if there is a copyright free, I can just mute it. Okay, that's fine. Right. Never go to Pakistan, but I'm considering braving the 50 Celsius in Nevada to visit Good Springs. I just couldn't do it. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be sitting in the car in the air conditioning. I'd be like, I ain't getting out. I'll just be too hot. But what's funny is when I went down to London, I went down to London for 2 days and it was 36, 37. And it was unbelievably hot. And then when I came back home, it's a couple of hours north of London. It was 28 when I got off the train. And I was like, ooh, it's a bit cold. Surely all video game music can be blasting. No, YouTube, any kind of copyright, and they flag it, and you have to mute it. It's really annoying. Because the thing is, right, if you're too hot and you're walking around, you can't just take your t-shirt off. What are you supposed to do? Supper time, be right back. I know you'll ask, we're eating cabbage rolls. What you do is use a parasol. I mean, the problem is when you're working, when you're doing, like, say, photography, you need both hands. So I'd have to have like a backpack parasol. Or what about one of them ones that's like a hat and then it sits on your head? I'll be the same unless I'm a Caribbean beach. Yeah, I mean, so I went to Cyprus maybe 3 years ago, and there was a heat wave in Turkey, which was 50 degrees. And because Cyprus is quite close to Turkey, we had the same heat, like an edge of that heat. But there was zero wind, literally no wind at all. And when I lay in the sun, I watched my sweat beading out of my skin. It was really horrible. Right, start. Okay, so this is a fox-shaped cleaver from the Czech Republic. So this is just for cutting stuff, but it's fox-shaped. But as you can see, it's all rusty. We have to fix it. It's got a wooden handle. We have to take it apart, polish it and clean it, and then put it back together. So let's take it apart. So what do we do then? Take these parts off. So, oh, look at the depth of field. So we click on the nails. That bit's off. Right, is there one on the back? Yeah, there's another one on the back there. Let's take this off. Okay, and then we've got this. It's got 3 in it. Tempted to turn the music off just in case and put my own music in the background on because it's like a lo-fi music. This is a bit too jazzy for what I'm doing. Right, music's off. This is much better. This is much more chill. There we go. Okay, so 1883. This is really old. Right, so I've took that wood bit off. Now we've got this bit. Okay. Okay, those pins are out. Right, so we've got the 2 wood bits. These 2 metal bits, I assume. And then this is metal as well. Yeah, this is better music, isn't it? Right, so we now need to clean each bit up. So we're going to start with the wood, I think. Okay. Oh, we've got a sandblaster. Look at this. So we can turn the wood around and then we can... Oh, yes, lovely. That's nice, isn't it? Gotta get the edges. I love to sandblast. I've never done that before. I want to learn to weld, and sandblasting is kind of another one of those things that I think would be quite fun to do. I mean, you can see the wood's got like little bits of damage to it. I wonder if we fix that. There we go. That's one done. Okay, what are we going to paint it? What colour? Do I get to choose now, or can I see what it looks like? I feel like if this is going to be silver, it kind of wants to be... This is going to be dark. So the wood wants... I mean, it wants to be a woodish colour, doesn't it? I kind of wish it was more like a wood stain colour. I think it's for cutting the heads off chickens. Makes sense. Do I get to... Why does that look like blue? I don't know if I want to do it this colour. Can I go... Yeah. Green, maybe? I wouldn't paint it myself. But I don't know if I've got an option. Or maybe I do. think it's going to tell me, oh no, you need to paint it as part of the process. What I would have done is stained it in like a wood stain. That's what I would have done. I built my own kitchen table a couple of years ago, and I stained it with this food-safe wood stain, and it's a really nice golden colour. Okay, right, so then if I go like that, is it going to let me leave it that colour? Does that mean it's half done when it's not fully green? Right, let's do these bits now. Right, we're going to sandblast this as well. Ooh, oh! I expected this to be silver. It's like a copper. See, for me, I'd want to polish this so it's shiny. I had polished wheels on my car a few years back. Hand polished. What's this? Ooh, ooh. I don't know what this machine is. Does anyone know? Just another kind of sandblaster, but like finer sand. Ooh, shiny. Look at that glint. Ding. Quite satisfying. It's nice, isn't it? Especially because have you ever played Powerwash Simulator? Sometimes it completes an object when you've not finished. You'd be like 94% done, and it'll go ding, and you're like, no, I haven't finished. You've just completed it for me when I've not finished. Okay, right, that was nice. Let's do this one. Repair shop, yeah. I mean, I guess that's kind of... It's repair shop the game, right? But you're just working in your own little workshop. I'd love a workshop. I've got a garage, but it's no workshop. I kind of wish this bit I had to rub it with sandpaper to get some of these shapes out, rather than just this. It wants to have more of a manual aspect to it, in my opinion. Maybe finer blast. Okay, so that's gone green. I'm gonna have to paint these, aren't I? See how it's not finished? It's not green. Let me just paint it this colour and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Yes, that's like a varnish. This is exactly what I wanted. Yeah, that's nice. I wonder if I can see what the other colours look like. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? I wanted them to be either gold or silver, but anyway, right. So the main piece, very rusted. Can I zoom in? I want to zoom in. All the bits on the table. Look. Oh, see that? How they stayed on it and then they fall off. You see that? See the bits that are on it now, and then, whee. That's fun. I don't want to rush this. I feel like it's going too quick. Already find it satisfying. Yeah, it is a playtest at the moment, so you can apply to the playtest, but then the full game comes out later this year. And from this experience, I'll definitely be getting it. Kind of wish there was. I'd change a few things. The nozzle to be more precise, and be able to zoom in, see what I'm doing better. I feel like that's not been removed and it needs to be removed. The only reason I know it's the chickens beside the fox, so it's specifically an antique. Oh, I don't watch like any of the antique stuff. I just really like the particle physics is nice. Yeah, that's nice. Alan, what is this game? It is a playtest of a new upcoming game called Reshine. And it's basically you're renovating items. Power Wash Simulator, but for tools that you are repairing. As you can see, I've blasted the rust off, and now I guess I'm shining the metal. It's one of those cozy games where you just enjoy the process. Yes, welcome in, Alan. You've been in here before, I reckon. I recognise Alan. I think I would have known that from somewhere else. I like knives, so it would have popped up for me because, yeah, makes sense. Okay, right. So we've cleaned it up. Now I'm going to put it all back together. I would do a bit more work on this. You see how there's the tarnishing still on it? I would have got some different grits of sandpaper, and I would have sanded it and sanded it and sanded it, or I would have put it on one of them polishing wheels, desk mounted polishing wheels, where you give it mirror shine it. Mainly because I've mirror shined some alloy wheels on my Golf before, and it's just relaxing. That I'll post a picture in the Discord, but there's a bit where I'm basically in my front room. I've put the winter wheels on the car, and I've got the summer wheels in the front room, and I've got some on TV, and I'm just sitting there hand polishing the wheels. Or is this? They're called fox cleavers. This one's a special antique one. Yeah, that is weird. It's stuck in your brain. This is restore. Can't polish too much. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. But I mean, there's still a lot of layers. I know polishing it removes layers, but it only removes very, very fine layers. Your hands end up black because you've removed tiny little particles that stick. You did watch the stream. I did think you'd been in before, Alan. Welcome back. We are putting this together. Look, so that goes into there. Oh, we didn't get to polish these little heads. It's a little bit disappointing. I wanted to do everything. And what would be nice if you dragged it into position. Okay, and then this goes on here. And this goes on here. And there we go. We've restored it. It is done. Shiny and new. That's what it will look like. Click on the mark still and interesting facts. There we go, look. Fox-shaped cleaver from the Czech Republic, 1883. The blade was often formed in the shape of an animal. Foxes, horses and birds were among the most popular motifs. That's the interior of a butcher shop there, look. And then we've got a zoomorphic tool that combines butcher's or kitchen utility with a decorative form. Cleavers like this were used in the late 19th and early 20th century, often as an ice or meat cleavers, and are now valued as folk art antiques. Your phone is at 3%. You have to go. Yeah, no worries, Alan. No worries. Get your phone plugged in. Don't lose your connection to the World Wide Web. Tells you the end anyway. Yeah. I don't need this. Shall I just cancel this because of Gingy knows? DJ Gamer Dude exclamation mark mod I think is my command. I think. I don't remember. Exclamation mark mod or mods or something. Are you a DJ and a gamer dude? Because that's quite a lot of duding. So that's a late 19th century holiday trade card for Minneapolis retailer Burton Son, demonstrating the era's characteristic use of dark humour in commercial art. So he's just like, come here, mate, come here. I'm just going to pet you on the head. And then, what you're playing looks fun. So this game is called Reshine. It is a playtest of an upcoming game. Comes out later in the year. And it's basically, imagine like Powerwash Simulator, you go to a location and you clean it up. It's like that, but it's for tabletop cleaning up antique or rusted tools and, you know, furniture and stuff. In Europe, cleavers were heavy tools used for butchering bones and tough cuts of meat, while in Asia, cleaver usually refers to a more versatile chef's knife. Blades were made of good quality steel, while the handles, which were easier to replace, are often made of wood or copper. A copper handle, interesting. Right, so I think... There we go, look, so that's what it looked like. And there's what that's a nice little feature. Before, after. think I preferred it before. It had more character. But yeah, so that was the before and that's the after. And then we can take a picture, but I'm not bothered about that. Your plug is in a different room. I have to turn it off. Yeah, no worries, Alan. Yes, I'm sure you'll see me online another time. If you've subscribed, you'll see me on my next stream. So thank you very much. Appreciate you popping back in. Wait 15 minutes, so you'll need it. Yeah. I'll need it for the next one. Right. I think now I can pick the next thing. So that's the fox cleaver I've done. We've got this elephant thing, and I assume that's a phone. But it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So there's not including these 3, there's 22 other ones currently in the game. So let's do this next one. Oh, it's a toy elephant. Okay. Let's repair this then, shall we? There's only 3 in the playtest. So toy elephant from Germany in the 1970s. So it's just a kid's toy. I assume you'd have a string attached to that and they'd pull it along. Right, so we need to take it apart to clean it. Take that bit off. What would be interesting if they have really more complicated items where you'll have to take individual parts off, because I can't take that off until I took the other bits off, you see? But if it's more complicated... so hold left. Ooh, that was good. I like that. Does that mean I can take it off now? Oh, these attach. There we go. Heads off. Unscrew these. A long screw. It must go all the way through, right? Oh yeah, it screws into that section there, look. So they screw together like male and female ends. You already subbed. Yeah, I thought you were, Alan. I thought that's how you'd found the stream again. Because it's not as if I'd been playing the same game, because I've never played this before. So that's the wheels off. I assume the tail comes off. Hey. There we go. Right, that's all the components taken apart. So now we need to clean it up. Let's start with the main body, I think. So it's wood, so we need to sandblast it. Sandblast all this old paint off. Look at the grain of the wood there. And in fact, you can see, look, it looks like either this was a primer, like a grey primer, or it was a different colour before. There's another colour underneath it. Has anyone ever sandblasted anything like this before? Not like this necessarily, but have you ever done any sandblasting? I'd like to learn to do something like this. I bought myself a miter saw recently, and I've been trying to build some stuff. I've got a plan to build a unit to put our 2 kitchen bins in, because they're just 2 cheap plastic bins. And I'd really like to create something that looks nice, a box that they sit in, and as you lift the lid, it lifts the plastic lid up, basically. I could probably literally go, but I'm trying to enjoy the process. I feel like I'm actually doing it in real life. That's why I want to be able to put the nozzle in closer. But they can actually sandblast. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But I'm assuming in the full game you'll be able to say, do this, do that, do the other. Because what I probably would have done is use sandpaper. Hey, Alan! Oh, wait, what's happening? Am I priming it? That's it. It's just ready to prime. Alan, subscribing. Thank you very much. Slowly, taking our way to 1,000 subscribers. We're pretty close now. Freshballs just celebrated 750,000, and I'm only 740,000 away from that. So. There we go. Right. Do we go with the original colour or do we change the colour? I mean, red's my colour. Alan on a different account. Oh, it is. So it's Alan TQ2ZN and Alan V3L9U. That's strange. That's Alan and then 5 digits. 5 random. Mini Motor Lad. Where am I from? I'm originally from Manchester in the UK. But welcome in. Whereabouts are you guys from? Where's everyone from in the chat? Cheer me out so much, I'm nodding off. That's quite good, actually. I like that. I like the relaxation. Keeps stream up, but say good night. Good night, Crumpet. Yeah, I'll message people tomorrow and see what they think about a group. A group chat. And we'll go from there. But yes, good night. Sleep well. And hopefully you dream of sandblasting. Ooh, that's a nice colour. Red is the colour, right? My stream colour is red. My favourite colour is red. All my lights on my PC are red. You need to go like nice, smooth, even. Don't do it too thick. You're from India. Welcome in. We have a few people watching from India. I actually had an Indian YouTuber pop in went on my Wreckfest stream, and we chatted for a little bit, and then he started sending in his viewers. Can't find what's left. Use the hint. No. I'll find it. I don't. It's gonna make me use the hint. Okay, I mean that's pretty cool, but I already knew it was there. So part fully restored. Right, the head. Let's sandblast this to oblivion. Yes, if you're new to the channel, you say my name Toluco. People get it wrong, but I'll let them off. And I like to play a variety of different games. So there's a good chance you won't see the same game twice on my channel, which YouTube doesn't like. YouTube likes to be able to say, this person plays DayZ. Send viewers of DayZ to this channel. But I don't like to do what the man tells me to do. I'll play what games I like. And then if people like those games, they will find me because of it. Ooh. There we go. Right, I'm going to go with blue, I think. Was it light blue? I think I'm going to stick with the original colours. I feel like restoring it back to how it should be is correct. Changing the colours now. Like, when you respraying a car, sticking with the original paint or an original colour from the factory is much better. Right, while we're doing the paint, the red, and the wood, we'll do this. Yeah, get your viewing location in the chat. We've got somebody from India. I'm from England. Okay, what's this? Oh yeah. You play Beam and G Drive, Mecha Chameleon? Yes, I really like Beam. I've gone back to Beam after about 5 years because I bought a steering wheel, a racing wheel. So I've been playing Beam and G. And Mecha, I like any of these new kind of friend games, friend multiplayer party games. Oh, I did that blue. I didn't want to do that blue. Can I not do that one? No, I did it blue. Can I not? Customize? No. I don't want to customize my cat. Where's the cat anyway? The cat just jumps down there and disappears. I want to respray that a different colour. I did it wrong. Let me do that one again. Oh, I can't change the colour now. I don't like that. I want to go back to this. See, because I can do this one. But that one's done. I can't go back to that. Means painting that blue, and I don't want to do that. But BeamNG is good Can I not restart it then at least? I want it right. It has to be right. Can I not start this one again? That's annoying. If I can paint that, I should be able to paint it any color I want. I should be able to start again. I should be able to pick this one up and sandblast it. I'm just going to have to do this blue then, aren't I? That's ruined the whole game. Right, cancelling my wish list. I was too busy thinking about games and where people live. So I'm going to have to do this blue then. It has to be red, but I'm going to have to do it blue. That's a 9. Unwishlisted, yeah. Deleting the game. Yeah, look, I can't redo anything I've already done anyway. Oh, wait, what am I doing? This is a different tool. Oh, okay. So this is taking tarnish off. So it's leaving the colour on, and it's almost like this is like surface rust. That's fun. Takes a few more seconds to get this off. You think it would keep going through, but I guess it's maybe like cast metal of some kind. If I do that, like, it takes like a layer off, but it doesn't take the whole thing off until you go right, until you hold on it a little bit longer. Okay. It's fun. So the World Cup match, Argentina versus Spain. Yes, I watched it, yeah. Glad Spain won. Argentina were terrible. Like, zero shots on goal, wasn't it? Messi didn't even get a touch in, like, their 12 yard, Spain's 12 yard box. Okay, this colour. Abood, you wear good. Like I'm worn down. Where? Ooh, okay. Ah, this is different. This has gone quicker, look. Why is it so much quicker? Okay, right. This colour. Can I not... See, this is where I should have been able to choose a different colour. I like that better than the other colour. Like, reset, look. I wanted to do them both and see. Well, I've got to do it this colour because I can't go back. Can you wear a $100,000 shirt? Yes. A t-shirt that I got given to me for free from London. Went down to London Marathon for an event, I think it was. London Marathon Townhouse. But yes, welcome in, Abood. Whereabouts are you from? Where are you watching from? It's not free. Well, it was free for me. I didn't pay for it. I got given it for free. It cost somebody something. From Bahrain. I don't know how you say it exactly, but that's where some of the F1 is on, right? Yeah, Bahrain. I'm assuming the weather is rather spicy at the moment in Bahrain, is it? I'm a bit confused about how that one wheel had a different nozzle or a different tool. My mustache, thank you. It does actually do this. You can't see it on the landscape side. You'll have to switch to the portrait side. But I don't wear it like that. Are you a fan of the F1? with you having a race, local race, I guess. Yeah, what's the old temperatures like in? Oh, I didn't do this. I haven't polished this yet. What the? It stole something from me. Look, I wanted to shine this, make it all nice and shiny. It stole something from me. Damn it. Oh, that sound alert didn't go off again. I thought I'd fix the sound alerts. But Dank, welcome in, sending 5 gifted memberships. Why didn't the sound alert go off? I'm sure I've fixed it. Anyway, I'll do it. There we go. But yes, Dank, thank you very much. That went out to Heavy Niper. I thought it'd be Heavy Sniper, but no, Heavy Niper. Miss Ace got one. Jams got one. Rotlings got one, and Beetlejuice got one. Yeah, what a legend, absolute legend. Finally get to catch it. Yeah, we've been streaming at the same time at the moment recently, haven't we? So, but this one I only started an hour ago. I spent the day working. I spent the evening filling out paperwork for my remortgage and tidying the house and taking the dog for a walk. And then I was like, you know what? I want to play this game. It's only about an hour long, so I'll do an hour-long stream now, and I'll get through it now. Alan switched back over to the portrait side. So I do stream portrait and landscape. It's 2 separate streams, 2 separate chats. So if I'm speaking to somebody who isn't in your chat, that's why. Yeah, I'm doing very well, Dank. I'm tired, busy day, but we're nearly at the weekend. Friday's my work from home day, so I've only got one more office day, and then I'm working from home, where I get to sit here on my desk. I get to put YouTube on, some sort of YouTube stream on in the background, and then I get to sit and just do my work, just chill. I've got my fridge here, I've got snacks, and the dog, and yeah, having some good time. Like my hair? Thank you. I turned 40 this year, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buzz it off. I'm gonna grow out of my youthful. What would it be like? Swishy hair. It wasn't that long, but I just wanted to get rid of it. If you look at the profile, same dog on this one, older, and the one is younger. Oh, so we've won like an older account. I can only see the profile pictures very, very tiny. I can tell it's a dog, but I don't. Other than that, it's just dog shaped. But Chris Britt, welcome in. Will England win the World Cup in 2030? No, we're never going to win the World Cup again. If we got through and played against Spain, it would have probably been about 15-0. Spain played really well. Smoochies, Dank, smoochies. Oh, stick the old head on. Oh, I'm a bit disappointed that it's not letting me polish these bits up. Polishing is what I wanted to play this game for. The shiny bit is nice, though. I quite like the shiny bit. Right, stick the ears on. The ears should have been red. I made a mistake, and I couldn't go back. It wouldn't let me go back. That. And then stick the old wheels on. That screws in. It's like an axle. It screws all the way through. Am I 100 years old? I'm older than 100. I'm 105. Yes, Dank, thank you very much for all the support. So Dank is a fellow streamer. Streams a lot of DayZ. So quite a lot of times in the daytime, UK daytime. So if you're ever not doing anything in the day, hop on his stream. He's sometimes on in the evening as well. Sometimes he's on in the day and the evening. But yeah, if you want to check him out, Dank Vader with a 4 instead of the second name. Doggy's on this, and the other doggy on the other profile is younger. Yeah, it makes sense, Alan. I just can't see the pictures very well because the profile pictures are very, very tiny. But Harvester of Sorrow over on the landscape side has a dog on his profile picture as well, I think. My eyes are all over the place. Yeah, I mean, all over the place is in. This is a nice word. Ubiquitous means you're all over. Heard when you hit 100, prestige and go through puberty. I hope I don't have to go through puberty again. I'll prestige and go back to like 18, 19. Right, here we go. So, wooden elephants on wheels. Pulled toys like this have had a long history. Wooden animals on wheels, pulled by a string, have existed for centuries. Became especially popular during and after the Victorian era. So that's a pull toy from Kafaha or Kafaja Temple Oval II, dating to early dynastic period, 2900 to 2330 BC. That's a long time ago. Egg. Egg's what you say when the stream's gone down, so hopefully not egg. Sure, the pull toy pictured as a ram. Yeah, it is. It is a ram, but I don't think they specified that it's an elephant pull toy. It just says wooden elephants on wheels. Pull toys like this. So that's a pull toy like this. So that's that wheel. That's this wheel, designed to both teach and entertain. Pulling the toy helped children practice balance, coordination, and walking, whilst also encouraging imaginative play. In the 19th century, some pull toys were made from luxurious materials like porcelain, featured intricate designs. In the 20th century, mass production of plastic and wooden toys made them more affordable and widely available. A real elephant's trunk has around 40,000 muscle units. It can hold about 8 litres of water. Elephants became a popular motif because they were major attractions in travelling circuses, deeply fascinating audiences of the time. Yeah, pull toys like this, yeah. I'm a bit disappointed that I couldn't do the ears red, because that's what colour they were on the original. If I'd known that, I would have done the body blue, so the whole thing was blue like an elephant. Elephants are blue-grey, right? By blue-grey, I mean grey on the blue side of the spectrum, rather than grey on the red side, which makes it warmer. But I would have done the whole thing blue if I'd known. But apparently you can take it apart and do it again, but I don't know if that's a thing. So that's this one done and this one done. So the third one on the playtest is this. The rotary phones. Anyone remember a rotary phone? Are you old enough to remember those? Because I'm not. I've used them, but you know, like as like a fun item to put in your house or something. Alan, you gonna go to sleep? Well, good night, Alan. Sleep well. And you are already subscribed, aren't you? You're double subscribed, actually, on both your accounts. So, oh yeah, I meant to hide that, didn't I? That's what I meant to do. That, like that. There we go. But yes, you double subscribed, so you'll definitely see the next stream. It may be Friday, it may be Sunday, it may be not at all. I don't know. But yeah, sleep well. I like red elephants. Perfect. It's just a shame I couldn't do it. Like, I'd already talked about how I wanted to, like this, I'd want to paint this green because it was green to start with and I'd want it to be green, but I could change it. Sherlock Holmes in that, yeah. Apparently when they first made the phones, first thing they were supposed to say, that they decided to say instead of hello was ahoy hoy. Which is why he says it on Simpsons. Oh, look, some parts won't come off easily. Hold this. Yeah, come on, wiggle it. There we go, got it off. There's all the dials, look. So let's unscrew this. How am I going to fix the worn numbers, though? I don't think I'll be able to fix that. Okay, we've got 2 screws underneath. I won't be able to unscrew that in real life. Look, how would I get my screwdriver to that? Interesting. Okay, take this off first. Will that receiver not lift off? Let me do it separately. Used to greet people with ahoy hoy as a joke. Yeah. My wife used to do it as well. Like, someone would ring her, she'd be like, ahoy hoy. She always used to say that. Whoa, okay. The earpiece. This is going to be a leather. I wonder how it's going to let me clean that. But the thing is, like, the angle of the screwdriver, it was through something. So you'd have to have a 90-degree part, like 90-degree bend, and then turn it a little bit, and then change the screwdriver, turn it a bit, or have a ratchet, 90-degree ratchet part, which would have to be very small. Okay, that's the mouthpiece and the ear cups off. Let's take Oh, wiggle these. Oh, wiggle it, wiggle it. There we go. Pop that off on this one. Right, handle can come apart. Right, now we've got the receiver part. Wiggle that off. If I remember correctly, they agreed to change it due to it being more broad term. And Ahoy isn't really known to people. Yeah. I've always thought about the phone. I don't like ringing people. Mainly because when you ring somebody, especially on a mobile phone, it's like you going, oi, 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 speak to me. You, speak to me now. Speak to me now this second. Essentially like that, isn't it? Imagine walking into a room and being like, you speak to me, you speak to me, you speak to me, oi, oi, oi. That's why I like a text message, because then it'll just go, I'm here when you're ready. Ding. Take your time. Reply on your own time. It's fine. And then that person can be busy, and then they can go, oh, I'll reply to that later. That's why I don't like... Well, that icon was a screwdriver then, and it should have been a spanner. They need to change that. I'm going to write them some notes when I'm finished. Right. This is apparently what the inside of a rotary phone looks like. I didn't expect it to be so big, to be honest. Oh, there's a lot of screws in this one. I need one of them trays where you put these screws that you've for each section. I used to have one of those when I used to take iPhones apart to change the screens back in the day. Back when you could do that easily. So you didn't lose what screws went in what part. Someone calls me and says, ahoy, I'm going to hit him with the... What did he call me? Next time we have a Discord call, who I'm going to say, ahoy, hoy. Restoring something like this would actually be so tedious and stressing. Do you know what? I like taking things apart. I'm not necessarily brilliant at putting back together, but I like knowing how things work, and so I like taking it apart. There was a James May TV show where he took things apart and then cleaned them and put them back together. And other than the fact that James May's really boring when he talks, he's a bit like me. He thinks people want more information than they actually need. Simplicity, welcome in. I remember playing a game very similar to this, so really looking forward to seeing where this goes. Well, this is the third item of 3 on the playtest. The full game isn't out yet, and there's going to be more tools, there's going to be more items, there's going to be, I assume, different ways of cleaning it, because at the moment, all you do is sandblast everything, and then you paint it. But what I'd like to see is, like sandpaper, and you can go with sandpaper. I think that'd be better. Make it work again. I mean, these days, now everything's got micro switches and stuff, it would be really tough unless you knew how to do wiring and stuff. But back in the day, when things just screwed into place, made it a lot easier. I mean, I don't even know what that is. Like, what component is that? What does it do? All right, we're going to start with this, I think. We'll start with the unit. Ooh, what is this? I know what this is. It's a laser. Oh, yes. I want to get one of these in real life. Oh, that is satisfying. Ooh. I'd quite like a bit of smoke or heat coming off it. That'd be nice. Yeah. Everyone loves some sort of laser, don't they? Even just a laser pen. Yeah, so the previous one was a sandblaster, but this is more like a laser blaster. I feel like I'm on Star Wars. Choo, 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 choo. It's not just that he's boring, he's just... Do you know what, though? I reckon I'd get on with him really well. Because me and him are quite similar, like... We like... I mean, I've got a bit of, like, OCD, so things have to be even and, you know, like, neatly organised and stuff like that. Whereas he's the same, you know, like, when him and Hammond built a car, he was getting annoyed because he'd not put the spanners back in the right place. Oh, how do you say that? Naya Rickwheel? I'm going to call you Naya. Welcome in. Hello. In real life, laser cleaning sounds awesome. I've watched videos of it, but I don't know what it sounds like in real life. Real life. Vengeant made a drum and bass remix out of laser cleaning. Oh, are you able to find that and put it on the Discord? Because I'd like that. You know, like the people who make music out of what is it? It's something like it's trying to read. It's like a disk drive, and it's trying to read something. But that one, it's got it to set to read at a certain speed, so it's like, and there's like loads of different ones, and multiple of them played together, and it makes a sound. What in the James Bond is this thing? Have you not seen them before? If you Google like, what would you even Google? Laser cleaning. Hamp to the second sent a star. Thank you very much for the star. This is a new thing on YouTube, which a bit like Twitch bits and TikTok gifts. It's a new thing which I activated like last week, mainly because YouTube wouldn't leave me alone, and I just did it anyway. But thank you very much for sending your star through. You are a star. Venger does that stuff, but mostly remixing random videos to make packets. Nice. Yeah, I do like that kind of when they use technology to create music like that, like old technology. This is quite satisfying, isn't it? I could just go bzz really fast, but I want to make it more realistic. One of the videos that I like is, you know, like when people have like the head, the block of an engine, and it needs skimming, and they use one of the machines where it spins really fast and cuts, and it does a pass where it cuts the top of the head off basically, and then it drops down, and then it cuts, and then it drops down a bit more and cuts, and it keeps cutting until it's cut the entire surface. Because it's uneven, it'll miss a section, and then it has to go back again and cut the whole lot off again to get down a level. I do like those videos. Anshul, welcome in. Just played the demo yesterday. Yes, it's good fun, right? I just wish there was more items to do, because this is my last one. Boosh. Right. Oh, I missed a bit. So then what do you do? Oh, inside, look. Oh yeah, look. The whole of the inside. Don't forget the whole of the inside. Laser is most effective when used for slow, long strike. I mean, I'm doing this bit, look. I know what I'm doing. I'm professionally trained. Can't have a laser pointer of... Oh, yes. Yeah. Lasers with animals is not a good thing. Super fun and satisfying. Yeah, it is, yeah. I never liked Powerwash Simulator. I found it too stressful. There was so much to do. This more intricate, smaller items is much more satisfying, I think. These are insanely powerful to shave this. Yeah. I really want one in real life. I don't know how much they are, and I'm not sure what I'd do with it. But just to have one. Ancho, what was your favourite bit? Was it the laser? I feel like you're going to say it's the laser. A cat grabbing the laser and eating it and chewing and thinking he actually ate it. Definitely the laser, yeah. I didn't know there was a laser in the game. I thought it was going to be sandblasting and everything, and I was a bit like, yeah, sandblasting again. And then when this tool came out, I was like, wait, what is this? Why is the nozzle spinning? Then I realised what it was. Yeah, if you're new to the stream and you're wondering who I'm talking to, it's two separate streams, both on YouTube, portrait and landscape. Two separate chats. So there's a different group of people in landscape, and there's different people in portrait. But portrait tends to bring in new friends, new people who may have never seen the stream before, and then all the regulars tend to hang out on the landscape side. So, but you are very welcome to switch between them. hopefully YouTube gets its arse in gear and finally lets me do 2 streams, portrait and landscape, with a shared chat eventually, because you can do that at the moment, but instead of me being able to decide that on the landscape side I want full screen, just gaming, no overlays, no anything, and on the portrait I want my face cam, I want my logo, I want pop-ups, I want, you know, all sorts. The current way that YouTube does it is you send your landscape stuff to YouTube, and then YouTube cuts the middle third out as your portrait, so it wouldn't work. It would just be the middle third. It wouldn't really work for me anyway. But they are talking about doing it so that you can send the way that I'm doing it. I'm sending it from Streamlabs, so they're saying eventually you'll be able to do it that way, but we're still waiting. It's been a while since they announced it. Toggle the nozzle sizes, the length of the. Apparently you can do that in the next one, but I mean I've no options at the moment. Oh, there we go. We're painting it. Workshop simulator. I think workshop simulator. I'll have to look into that. Let me just Google it now. Workshop simulator. Workshop simulator. Yeah, there we go. There is one called workshop simulator. Right, I've got that open. Ooh, it's a bit of a wide spray, I think, for how I need to get into the corners. You see, I don't really like the wideness. I just thought, since as I'd been accepted into the playtest, and it's only about an hour's worth of content, I'll do a late night cozy stream. Crumpet's already fallen asleep to the super chill content, so you don't want it tight for corners. You get what I meant is I feel like it's sprayed the entire thing in one spray, whereas I'd want it to be more accuracy, as in I don't want to go like spray the whole thing. I'd want it to be like you know, a little bit more intricate spraying. Ahmad, welcome in. Hello. I always like it when people come in when they've not got a profile picture, because it always looks like a Skittle. You've got an orange one with an M. It looks like a Skittle. Yeah, realistic. Make it even more realistic. Right. Paint. I'm gonna... Wait. I can't do the original green. I want this green colour. That's the closest, right? I don't think that's green. More of a blue. Oh no. It's different colour on here to this, look. That's a different colour. That's more of a turquoisey ocean blue colour. Whereas that is definitely more green. See what I mean? This is actually a bit nicer. This is a bit nicer the way this sprays, you see? Look at little overspray on there. Look, I quite like that. I just wish my nozzle could go a bit closer. Yeah, this is nice. Restory. Also, okay. Maybe I'll have to do like a round of these cozy restoration games, because I'm enjoying this. So this game is in playtest at the moment. You can apply for the playtest. I don't know whether it's one that you need to wait to be accepted into, or whether they just accept anybody. But the game comes out later in the year. So Ahmad, this is called Reshine, and it's basically you get an item which is all corroded, worn down, knackered. You take it apart, you polish it up, you clean it up, paint it, put it back together. That's the game. And this is an old rotary telephone. So you can see here we've got the rotary dial where you put your finger in, you want number 3, and you put your finger in number 3, and then you rotate it round to the stop, and then you let go, and it winds back. So you'd be like 0. It scrolls back. 7. Scrolls back. In the old school phone. Got to go have an interview in the morning. Oh well, good luck with your interview, Jinchi. Let me know how it goes. I've got all my fingers, my toes, and my testicles crossed for you. Although that's a bad thing. As long as you bend your head down, looking at you. You know, like when you're on a racing game and you lean, or if you're on a shooter game and you're trying to lean around the corners. Sounds something like an orange cat would do. Wait, where did... Oh, an orange cat. Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Restory. Let me open that one. Restory. Restory. Chill electronic. Isn't it funny how like someone comes up with an idea and then suddenly there's loads of games in the same. This is like the same idea, but in mid 2000s Tokyo. Who are you talking to? It shows me. Oh, sorry, I explained it just before you joined in. I stream two separate streams, so it's both to YouTube. One portrait, one landscape. So you're on the portrait side, and there's other people on the landscape side. But it's two separate streams and it's two separate chats. And hopefully YouTube are going to improve their system, which will let me stream from Streamlabs, portrait and landscape, but a shared chat. But currently, it has to be two separate ones. So if you do want to switch to the landscape, it doesn't have the face cam or the logos. It's just pure gameplay. But there's different people in there. So that's who I'm talking to. I used to have my chat pop up on the screen, but I don't do that anymore. It feels dumb. Yeah, I know what you mean. Right, we've got to do the rest of this, right? So let me just wait. Let me just look. Oh, you can't even see me on the camera. I'm ducking my head, Ansho. Just see underneath it. Right, we get the laser back out. Like me like Star Trek. Yeah, so on the portrait I have face cam on portrait. I feel like people who watch on portrait are used to the kind of content that you get on phones, which is usually gameplay in one half, face cam in the other half. I used to have face cam on the landscape as well, but once I switched over to I used to record just the gameplay, and I'd have alerts and face cam and all that, everything else on, but it wouldn't record it. But when I switch to portrait and landscape, I lose the option to be able to choose what I record. So I have to just have the landscape recording flat, essentially. So I don't have face cam on there, I just have clean content. So if I want to make a short or a long form, I don't have my face in the corner, because on streams people don't mind the face, but on videos people very often don't like to see the face in the corner. Hey, Anshul switched over. Yeah, so Ahmad, Anshul was on landscape, he switched over to portrait. If you do want to switch, if you click my username, you should see there's two separate live streams. One's called portrait, and it's got portrait as the thumbnail. It's automatically rotating by itself, by the way. I'm not doing that. Smooches to my pooches. My pooch is just down here, actually. I might be able to show you. Oh, drink's in the way. Can I see? Can I show you? Yeah, she's down there, look. Just napping. Just living her best life. Sleeps all day, sleeps all night. He wants lost the stream by accident. Well, subscribe, Ahmad, and then you'll never lose me again. There you go. That's a good plug. That's a cute cat. It's a golden retriever. Similar to a cat, right? There is a cat on this game, look. If I go like this. And then I go to... It's not... What I don't understand is what's the point of the cat? There isn't a cat, right? And then you go customization. Up pops a cat. And you can customize the cutting mat, you can customize the time of day. Shall I do some like early morning? And then you can customize your cat as well. But then you cancel this and it goes, see ya. And it's gone. It'd be nice if the cat like jumped up and walked across the screen and then jumped back down the other side or something. Cat, dog, apples, oranges. Yeah, same thing. Right, let's finish this one then. So, we have laser blasted it. Now we need to get the old what's it called? Like the base coat down. So this has to be the same colour, right? Because it's the box. Takes me back to a time one of my friends bought a new car. It was an absolute wreck. It was a Golf Mark III. It was missing its front grille. It was white, but it had a matte black wing. It had a chain hanging from where the front grille used to be. Don't know why. And the wheels were like steel wheels, but they were rusted. And there was holes in the bodywork and stuff. And he brought it to my house. We took the wheels off. We taped up all the windows and all the parts that we couldn't take off. And then we rattle canned it. Well, we sanded it down. We rattle canned it, which is basically like, you know, those cans where they have a little ball and it shakes. So we had matte black rattle cans. We sprayed the entire car, like 2 coats of, maybe 3 coats of this matte black paint. We did the wheels white, and then we did like the logos white on the matte black. Fitted a new grill, and what's funny is he bought it for like 200 quid. We cleaned it up. He probably spent about 50 quid on tape and spray paint, maybe 60 quid, and then he sold it for like 500 quid. It was ridiculous. He had it for about a year, and then he sold it. But you identify yourself as a chair. Hope this flow of information passes through the optic nerve directly to the neurons. No unnecessary questions. If you understand me, just blink twice. So you'll associate well with my chair then, right? Was it Mad Max kind of make? I don't know. I think, you know, like the rat look thing where it's a bit knackered. I think they were going for that, but it just kind of looked like an old banger. It just didn't really do. Right, so we've done these 2 parts. We've got these, so you can see they're green. We've got this to do now. So this looks like I'll just clean it up, right? I'm going to sandblast it, I think. Ooh, that's faster than I thought. I thought it'd be a much more smaller nozzle. I'd like to be able to scroll to change the nozzle size. Because I'm doing too much there. It needs to be smaller. I need to be doing like a patch, maybe like this big. And going like... Not like that. But I get it. There's a lot of parts on this to get through. If you are watching, let me know where in the world you're watching from. I'm always really interested to see where people are tuning in from. You were just doom scrolling until you found the stream. Now it feels a bit of fun watching this. Yeah, it's good fun. But if you've got a PC, you can play it as well, because it's currently a free public playtest that you can apply for. So you can have a go and you can clean up the parts yourself. You can paint them whatever colour you want. And then the full final game comes out later on in the year. It doesn't have a date yet. When interested in this game's playtest, is a simple click of the button to join. Does it? I can't quite remember, because I actually joined about 6 playtests, and some of them I'm waiting to hear back. Is this just you click join the playtest and it accepts you in? Rotling, wait, you got a free membership. How did I get a month free? So somebody, who was it? I think it was Dank Vader. Dank Vader gifted 5 gifted memberships into the stream. He was over on the landscape side, because I stream portrait and landscape. But he sent 5 gifted memberships into the stream, and you were one of the lucky ones who got the free month. So welcome in. You have your sausage next to your name now. This is way better than Hound's Red Dead Redemption 2. I thought he was going to be finishing that yesterday. He said he was doing the ending, but maybe it's a long ending. Randomly got notification. Yes, well, welcome in. Am I saying it right? Rotlings, or is it Rotlings? I always get names wrong. There he is, Dank, over on the landscape side. Yeah, so if you're new to the stream, I stream portrait and landscape. If you're watching on the portrait side, you can see my face. The landscape side is just gameplay, but it's 2 separate chats, which is really annoying, because then people can't speak to each other. I said it right. Nice. Well, welcome in. Ahmad's watching from Saudi Arabia. It's 3 a.m. Wow. Have you not got work or school or something the next day, or do you regularly stay up? Ooh, okay. This one's a bit different. This one's a smaller nozzle. Look. See, this is what I want the sandblasting to be like. Maybe a bit slower. Let me work through the paint layers a bit quicker, a bit slower. But if you look at the particle effects, watch this. The particles, see, they sit on the top, and then if you tilt it, they fall off. It's nice. He lies, yeah. Was it clickbait? I'm finishing the story, come and watch. And then he didn't actually finish it. Anshul, how do you know people? How did you get into the community, if I can say it like that? Are you Freshborns community who's moved into all the mini communities that surround Freshborns? Or are you from Hounds originally? Or are you from somebody else's? Where did you start out before you explored other people's? Don't tell him you said so. No, I won't. But yes, Rotlings, welcome in. Enjoy your month of free bangs and mash. You do have to collect it in person, and also you get the emotes. Canova, welcome in. I feel like it's been ages since I've seen your name pop up, but welcome in. How are you doing? How have you been? How's life treating you? Smooches to Danky Poo. Pretty sure he gifted me a membership as well. Probably. He's like, he gifts everyone. He's like Santa of the gifted membership world, or like Oprah Winfrey. You get a membership, and you get a membership, and you get a membership. It's all the small details. Yeah, so I'm quite into that. You know, like looking for the kind of the little details. You better come on YouTube nowadays. I'm on YouTube all the time. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't watch Netflix anymore. I watch a little bit of Amazon Prime, but YouTube is my content. YouTube is my TV now. Unimum went shopping and came back at 2 a.m. Wow, that's crazy. I've never gone shopping. I don't really like shopping. I do my shopping online these days, but I've never gone shopping at that late. In the UK, I don't think the shops will be open at that time, other than like the supermarket, if that's what you mean. I go to Tesco at like... I remember going to Tesco once at 11 p.m. So I was going to pick up my copy of... oh, wait. What colour do I do this? So the base of my phone is that colour. What colour complements it then? Maybe the dark colour? Yellow's not going to go. It does go, but it's going to stand out, I think. Well, then does that thing need to go a dark colour? And then does this need to go yellow? What do we think of that? I'm going to go with yellow. Originally from YouTube, stumbled upon JLK and Exclusion. But who did you get? Who did you watch first? Was it Freshborns? Is that how you found Hound and me and Dank and that group? I don't know how me and Dank met. Was it... I mean, we did a lot of Sons of the Forest, but I can't remember how we met. Isn't he supposed to be evil? Wait, who are we talking about now? You were Freshborns. You've been grinding away and melting in this heat. Just making sure I find joy in the struggles. Yeah, sometimes that is the struggle, is finding the joy, right? If he's lagging, no worries, Ahmad. Ari, you found Ari. Ah, okay. So from the events, then the others through the events. I've never really watched many of her events, but that's because I wasn't massive into DayZ at the time. It's only really more recently there's been a few of her events on. Okay, this has to be yellow as well. Nice. Sweet. He was playing with Schoolboy, so I started to watch... Oh, okay, so you came from Schoolboy, right. It is fun, isn't it, how, like, you stumble into other people from just hearing them in the background, or or like team ups where someone gets tagged and you're like, oh, who's that? Toluco channel ambassador. Yeah, that's true. I mean, Schoolboy has helped me out with, teaming up on stuff, but and he's not streamed for 3 months until like this week. Did I cut my hair? I cut it. I shaved my head. You can just about see. I do have hair. So, I mean, it was slowly going a little bit here, but not too bad. But it was a big birthday this year, and I was like, do you know what? I want to shave my head for my birthday. It's easier to deal with, right? I don't have to pay somebody to cut it every 6 weeks or whatever. I don't have to buy stuff to put in my hair. When the wind blows, it doesn't blow my hair all over and annoy me. I don't have to stress about washing it every day so it doesn't go greasy. It just saves me time in the shower. Basically, it's a win-win. And I normally wear a cap, to be honest, but I couldn't bother wearing one today. Back in a second, I'm just going to get a quick sip of drink. You can now fully enjoy convertible. Yeah, exactly. My wife's actually got a convertible as well. Way to go. Sorry, I'm back, Ahmad. I just had to go and fill up my drink. But yeah, my wife's got a convertible, so she can have the top down and my hair doesn't blow in the wind. Right, let's do this handle next, I think. I feel like this needs to be... because this box will be there, and then this bit goes on top. Sits on top there. And then this handle goes on top. So if this is that same green, and then the yellow here. So if this has to be painted, it'll go yellow, but I think this will be silver. But anyway, let's... for this though, this had a grey primer underneath it, look. Also, I can go on a roller coaster without having to do my hair. To worry about my hair flapping about. What else can I do? There we go. Right. This is going to be a grime. A white primer. A little bit in there, a little bit in there. Sabrina, welcome in. It's been a little while. I think, Sabrina, is it? Or were you in recently? My memory's not very good, so the sound is very satisfying, right? The whole thing, the whole game is designed to be satisfying. Right, so this has to be this color, I think. It could be a dark color, but I think it's going to go green, silver, green, yellow. I think I need to... White would have been nice. Green and white would have been nice. You're in with Planet Driving It. Were you in the BeamNG one, the last BeamNG one, where I was doing the challenges? Yeah, I think it's going to have to be this color. That, right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things left. Now, the cups, wait. Well, welcome back in, Sabrina. We're doing a cozy restoration game. This one's actually a lot more complicated than I thought the rest of them would be. I can't remember how it like. What's that cup? I think that sits on here, and then that then sits on this side of it. That thing attaches this. So this has got to be yellow, because that's the mouthpiece. So that's the earpiece, that's the mouthpiece. So let's do this one next, and I'll paint this yellow. Oh, what even material is this? It looks like... I mean, it's wood, but it looks a bit like marble. They got notice in live streams, but actually notice. Oh well, I try to say hello and reply to every comment, because obviously I don't have like a crazy amount of comments coming through. I try to say hello to everybody. It is quite easy to miss them because I've got 2 separate chats, and obviously when I'm playing a game, it's quite easy to miss them. Anshul, for some reason the sound alerts aren't working. That Streamlabs doing it. Wait, this is what should happen when the sound alert goes off. Let me fix it. Let me play it so that you can hear the sound effect going off. Alert box. YouTube. That's what it should do. Wait, no, that's... Is that... Oh, that's... No, so not that one. That's if you subscribe. This is the members one. That's what it should do.
This is a test YouTube membership.
Obviously, it's a test one. That's what it should do. Why is it not working? It's enabled. It's broken, but there we go. But yeah, Anshul, thank you very much. 5 gifted memberships. So that went out to Kind of Sweet, Kind of Spooky, GBDs, Dirty Plunger. Oh, do you know what? I think he's had one before, because I remember thinking that what a name that is, Dirty Plunger. Critical Deviance, that's a cool name, and Trevor Mimco. There you go. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you very much, Anshul. So that was 5 from Dank and 5 from Anshul. Thank you very much, guys. Very much appreciated. More green in the stream, as they say. How can you miss gifting it? There's no expectation to gift or send money or anything. It's all free content. But anything that does get gifted goes into buying new games, basically, to then play on stream. So it all goes back into the stream. So Anshul's funding new games. So there we go. Thank you very much. Yeah. Shout out to Anshul. Everyone on the landscape side saying, shout out to Anshul. Yeah, thank you very much, Anshul. Very much appreciated. But yeah, if you're watching and you want a free membership from anybody, because this is an option on YouTube which is off by default, !gift, and it'll explain to you how you switch on your gifted memberships. Because if you don't get them, it's likely that it's switched off. So !gift, and then follow the description, the instructions. That'll tell you how to switch it on for your account, which will then mean you can get a gifted thing for anybody's stream, not just mine. But yeah, thank you very much, Anshul. Showing off his sausage there as well. Flashing the sausage. If anyone doesn't know where the sausage thing came from, back when I used to stream on Twitch like years ago, like 4 years ago, and when someone joined the stream, I'd always say, hello, sausage. And then that just became like a thing. Everyone would be like, sausage. and then yeah, that just became the thing, and then I'm gonna do this one next. But yeah, and then when I switched over from YouTube, I obviously had already had the sausages made up, and I asked in the chat, I was like, does everyone want to keep the sausage, or do we want to think of something new? And everyone was like, no, keep the sausage. Oh, this is wood. I expect it to be metal. That's strange, isn't it? It looks like it should be tarnished metal. No, it's not. It's gold. It is metal. That's good because gold and yellow goes together nicely. Nice. Okay. This is why I want to be able to zoom in and look at it closer. Yeah, there we go. To activate gifted memberships, if you've not already done it, make sure you do it, because if someone like Anshul really kindly donates some gifted memberships for a month, you could be one of the lucky ones. Like I say, it's anyone's stream. I got a gifted membership to somebody's recently, and I wasn't in the chat. It just popped up. Ahmad, you're off. Yes, I don't know when my next one is. It might be Friday. But if you subscribed, you'll get a notification to say when I'm live. And we could be playing a different game. We could be playing some more BeamNG. We could be playing some simulator games. We could be playing some DayZ. There's a new simulator that's just released, actually. I played the demo. What's it called? It's the shop one, where it's like a horror shop one. I'm gonna have to find out, otherwise my brain's gonna shout at me. Shift at Midnight. That's just released. Well, you have to work out whether people are aliens or not. Yes, get some rest now. If it's like 3:30 or 3:15 in the morning, get some rest, and I'll see you on the next one. Look at that, nice and shiny, whatever this machine is. I'm assuming it's another sand blaster. You put the sand in the top, this red bit on the top with the sheep on it, but it's just finer sand to maybe polish it more. I really wanted to buy, back when I used to do my car stuff, I really wanted to buy one of these like polishing things where it's basically a big bowl of like these polishing beads, and it starts, and it's basically something's stirring them, and you put an item inside, and it basically gets the beads get like rolled round and round and round around this thing, and the beads basically rub it and rub it and rub it, and they polish it with this like friction. And I really wanted to get one. They're quite expensive, and they don't really, you can't just put it in a cupboard. It takes up a lot of space. One of my friends got one, and I was like, oh, I was really jealous. He got it to polish wheels with, so he could sell that as a thing you could set. You could polish your alloy wheels for you. There we go. So we've got gold, green, and yellow theme going on. Let's do this bit next. I'm assuming this is going to be another metal one. Ooh, okay, this is silver. Silver and gold together. Wait, look. What's going on? Why can't I clean this? Maybe I need to clean it. I need to switch tools. Here we go. A different stage. We go more finer for the more tougher areas. I did see someone on the, I think it was on the Instagram page or on the Steam page, saying after you've done this, do you have to sweep up all the sand from your desk? Abood, You were in before, right? Sure, there was somebody. Yeah, with the purple logo. Yes, yes, you're back. Welcome back. My memory's not very good, but not as bad as I thought. I don't know if yellow and cream go together like this. Yellow, cream, gold, silver. It might be a bit of a mishmash of colours, but I can't change it now. You can't go back to these parts. I can repaint them. Once they're done, they're done. Yes, welcome back, Abood. Oh, so this part's going to be gold. I'm going to finish polishing it. Oh, have I got to go out in the gaps like this? Okay, and ooh, shiny. Just a finer sand, I think. There we go. So we've got this part, and this part to go. We might as well do these. I think this will be gold as well. Yeah, it's definitely metal. Oh, is that a different colour? That bit's a different colour. It's still metal, but it's just a different shade. What time is it for you then, Anshul? You're probably like 3 or 4 hours ahead, is it? Or is it more than that? It must be more than that, I think. $5.50, wow. Are you a night owl? Do you do night shifts? Do you stay up through the night and sleep during the day? 4.5 hours, right. I'll try and remember that. I mean, my memory's terrible, but I'll do my best. I guess I always think of the US as being about 5 hours behind, so I guess it's not much different to that, but just forward and stuff. I thought it was only Australia that did half. Wait. Where's the missing bit? I don't think there was one. Yeah, I didn't realise there was any other countries that did half hour difference. It's a long story. You sleep according to your meds. Okay, yeah, makes sense. I'm one of them people who's always tired and always sleeps like 7 hours, but then most of the time I wake up tired. You see how that's catching inside like this? It's purple inside. I just realised. Better to be behind. It's always too late. Yeah. Like, I don't envy, as much as I'd love to live in Australia. I went to Australia about 6 years ago, and I loved it so much. Me and my wife were looking, almost jokingly, at apartments. Saying like, well, if we were to sell the house, we could maybe rent this apartment for 6 months while we're trying to buy a house, and we loved it. But you're just so separated when you're that far around the world. You're so separated from like Europe and the US. You almost get forgotten about, don't you? gold on the outside and silver on the inside. That's strange. Okay. Last part, and then we can put it back together. Feeling more peaceful? Yeah. I mean, if you're a night owl, or if you're someone who his time zone isn't relevant to the country, I guess that's beneficial. But it's things like ping. Ping can be a nightmare, can't it? Like, I'm trying to arrange this DayZ event, and I want to be able to everyone to be able to join. But if I do it in a European server, there is going to be people in your half of the world, Australia side as well, who can't join because their ping won't be good enough. Right, oh, that's it. Yes. I don't think there's anything you can do about that. Does faster internet aid a slower ping, or are you just limited? Don't matter what you do, you can't fix it. Right, there we go. We are cleaned up and painted. We're just going to put it back together. So that goes back in. The unit goes back in. We screw it all back down. How satisfying would this be in real life to get a knackered old item and clean it up and build it back together, and then basically you've got this finished. See, I would have put a washer in there so it didn't scratch the paint off. Right, so this, I assume? No? Oh, that. Oh, that dome goes on there first, right. Is that it? Just goes on like that, and then that. Clicks into place there. Do I not need to screw it down? I had to wiggle it. You're a sucker for that, yeah. That goes on top of there. Then these go on either end. That goes on here. I'm not sold on the yellow now. I think maybe it would have been nice to be... I don't mind it. Reminds me when I played Mon Bazoo, which is like a car modifying game based in Canada. But yeah, it was this kind of thing where you had to unscrew the bolts. So when you wanted to change like the suspension, it'd set the wheel off and the brake caliper off, and then unbolt the hub, and then unbolt the top mount and take the suspension out, and it's very in depth, but like in a fun way. There we go. We're done. The rotary phone refurbished. So bedtime, I think. So the rotary phone, USA 1952. The use of hello was a standard telephone greeting. Hey, we spoke about this earlier. The use of hello as a standard telephone greeting was popularized by Thomas Edison. Another greeting proposed by Alexander Graham Bell was ahoy, ahoy. Although I think it's ahoy, hoy, as in the second A was missing. But anyway, there's Thomas Edison and Mina Edison on his 73rd birthday. But yeah, ahoy, hoy was supposed to be the communal thing that you said when you answered the phone. The handset rests on a switch mechanism. Lifting it sends a signal that opens the phone line. And that's what used to happen. You'd lift the phone line, you'd speak to an operator, who'd then say, who would you like to speak to? And you'd say, oh, I want to speak to this person on this number. And then they'd connect you with a physical wire. Have I done this one? Yeah, it's this one. Early cell phones used carbon granules, which change their electrical resistance when sound waves pass through them. All right, carbon. Okay, that's the three top ones. Let's do the front one. The number was entered by rotating the dial. The higher the digit, the farther the dial had to turn, sending more electrical pulses as it returned. Right, so it went pulse, 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 which meant that in the UK we have 999 because you couldn't accidentally ring 9, wait for it to turn back, 9, wait for it to turn back, 9. Whereas it's 911 in the US. 1, I guess, is easier to dial. It used to be called trunk call. Why was that? Is it something to do with this is a trunk? Or is this the trunk, the cable? Right, so then a classic telephone that uses a rotating dial with finger holes to enter the numbers became widely used through the 20th century. Yeah, so this was the way you phoned back in the day. And then we got the touch dial ones, beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. Which were still wired, and then we got the wireless version of the touch dial thing, and now we've got the supercomputers in our pockets. And here is before and after. That's nice, isn't it? To see all the hard work. A big trunk, right? Like from the nose. I'm joking. I'm only joking. Right, there we go. So that is the playtest's 3 items. If I click on this, oh yeah. So I think I can take that apart again and redo it if I wanted. So I did this one, which was a fox cleaver, basically for cutting animals. This one, children's toy with a pull string, although the string isn't there. I didn't have to polish up the metal bits, which was a bit disappointing. And then finally the touch tone, the rotary dial telephone. So there's going to be more items you can do after the playtest, but these aren't available at the moment. But the game releases in a couple of months' time. It says 2026, so I'd imagine the next couple of months. So that was the playtest for Reshine. So if you are interested in playing it, get on Steam and add it to your wish list and watch the development and when it releases. And you can also click on the playtest and play it yourself. A small sand brush would be cool. Yeah. Well, they've got a what's it called? Not a welder. My brain's stopped working. Soldering iron. So I wonder if you're going to be able to fix broken wires by dabbing it with solder. And then they've got different tools there. They've got like screwdrivers there and wrenches and a glue gun, pliers. So I wonder if we're going to have to use these different tools. And you've got to click a tool and then use it. There's a WD-40 up there as well. That'd be interesting to do. Like I say, there was some screws, and then there was this one you need to use some sort of spanner. So it would have been nice to be like, oh right, I need a spanner. Let's click on this size spanner and undo it with that size spanner. Anyway, but seems as it's 1:30, my dog's looking at me like, what the hell is going on? It's bedtime. Hurry up. It is bedtime, right? Yeah, right. She wants to go to bed, and so do I. So I thought I'd just give this playtest a go since it's only an hour's content, but it would be a waste to have it as like part of a stream. I wanted to dedicate a stream to it. So I'm going to get some sleep. But thank you very much to the people gifted memberships, Anshul and Dank Vader. Very much appreciated. It keeps the momentum of the stream going. It funds new games, and it's just a very kind thing to do for people to support the channel. But make sure you hit the like button, because that also helps me out. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. If you're watching on the VOD, subscribe. Help me get to the 1,000 subscribers. I'm not far off now. I'm less than 20 away, I think. I don't know what I'm on now, but we're getting closer. We're getting closer to 1,000. So yes, thank you very much. Hoot, appreciate you sticking around. And everybody else who's chatted. Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm not sure when I'm next on, maybe Friday. But if not, if you don't see me, enjoy your weekend when it comes round. I will catch you on the next one. Good night.